विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, पुन्हा एकदा स्वागत आहे तुमचं सिम्प्लिफाईड केमिस्ट्री यूट्यूब चॅनलमध्ये। आज आपण हॅलोजन डेरिव्हेटिव्ह या टॉपिक मधली ऑप्टिकल आयसोमेरिझम ही कन्सेप्ट अभ्यासणार आहोत। आपण या 11वी मध्ये आयसोमेरिझम ऑफ ऑर्गॅनिक कंपाउंड्स ही कन्सेप्ट पाहिलेली आहे। द कंपाउंड्स which are having the same molecular formula but they are arranged by means of different structures. Such property of organic compounds is called as isomerism. 11वी मध्ये आपण आयसोमेरिझमचे वेगवेगळे टाइप्स पाहिलेले होते। थोडेसे आपण ते रिवाइज करूया। आयसोमेरिझम इज ऑफ टू टाइप्स, स्ट्रक्चरल आयसोमेरिझम and stereo isomerism. The structural isomerism is again classified into the 5 types: chain isomerism, position isomerism, functional isomerism, metamerism, tautomerism. Stereo isomerism is of 2 types: geometrical isomerism and optical isomerism. तर स्ट्रक्चरल आयसोमेरिझम मध्ये थोडक्यात आपण सुरुवातीला माहिती घेऊया। The organic compounds which are having same molecular formula, same functional group, but they can be arranged by different structures. Such type of isomerism is called as structural isomerism. In chain isomerism, the two structures are represented with the help of 2 different carbon skeleton. म्हणजे याच्यामध्ये आपण एकाच कंपाऊंडचं स्ट्रक्चर वेगवेगळ्या कार्बन चेनच्या स्वरूपामध्ये रिप्रेझेंट करतो। काही चेन मध्ये आपण काही स्ट्रक्चर मध्ये आपण कार्बन ॲटम्स हे स्ट्रेट चेन मध्ये घेतो, काही स्ट्रक्चर्स मध्ये आपण कार्बन ॲटम हे ब्रांच्ड चेन मध्ये घेतो। So straight chain hydrocarbons and branch chain hydrocarbons having the same molecular formula are represented with the help of chain isomerism. For example, जर आपण घेतलं तर प्रोपेन, एन प्रोपेन आणि आयसोप्रोपेन याच्यामध्ये आपल्याला 2 वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारे स्ट्रक्चर रिप्रेझेंट करता येतं। कार्बनचं स्केलेटन याच्यामध्ये डिफरंट आहे। पोझिशन आयसोमेरिझम मध्ये काय असतं तर पोझिशन आयसोमेरिझम मध्ये कंपाऊंड मध्ये असणारा जो फंक्शनल ग्रुप आहे त्याची पोझिशन फक्त डिफरंट असते, मॉलिक्युलर फॉर्म्युला सेम असतो आणि त्याच्या स्ट्रक्चरल फॉर्म्युल्यामध्ये फंक्शनल ग्रुपची आपल्याला पोझिशन वेगवेगळ्या पद्धतीने देता येते। त्याला आपण स्ट्रक्चरल आयसोमेरिझम असं आपण पोझिशन आयसोमेरिझम असं आपण त्याला म्हणतो। सो व्हॉट इज पोझिशन आयसोमेरिझम? The structural isomerism in which the position of functional group in the carbon skeleton is represented at different position, then such type of isomerism is called as position isomerism. For example, जर आपण असं घेतलं N ब्युटिल ब्रोमाइड आणि सेकंडरी ब्युटिल ब्रोमाइड, तर याच्यामध्ये N ब्युटिल ब्रोमाइड मध्ये कार्बन ॲटम हा पहिल्या ब्रोमिन ॲटम हा पहिल्या कार्बनला जोडलेला असतो आणि सेकंडरी ब्युटिल ब्रोमाइड मध्ये ब्रोमिन ॲटम हा सेकंड कार्बनला जोडलेला असतो। म्हणजे इथं फंक्शनल ग्रुपची पोझिशन ही डिफरंट असते। फंक्शनल आयसोमेरिझम मध्ये काय असतं तर कंपाऊंड्स हॅविंग सेम मॉलिक्युलर फॉर्म्युला बट दे आर हॅविंग डिफरंट फंक्शनल ग्रुप्स, दे आर कॉल्ड एज फंक्शनल आयसोमर्स। फॉर एक्झाम्पल जर आपण घेतलं तर अल्कोहोल्स आणि इथर्स ज्यांचा मॉलिक्युलर फॉर्म्युला सेम आहे हे एकमेकांचे फंक्शनल आयसोमर्स आहेत। म्हणजे इथिल अल्कोहोल आणि डायमिथिल इथर या दोघांचा मॉलिक्युलर फॉर्म्युला सेम आहे, परंतु इथिल अल्कोहोल मध्ये OH हा फंक्शनल ग्रुप असतो आणि इथर मध्ये डायव्हॅलेंट ऑक्सिजन हा 2 मिथिल ग्रुपला जोडलेला असतो। हा त्यांच्या फंक्शनल ग्रुप मधला फरक असतो। सो दे आर कॉल्ड एज फंक्शनल आयसोमर्स। देन मेटामेरिझम, नेक्स्ट टाइप ऑफ आयसोमेरिझम इज मेटामेरिझम। मेटामेरिझम मध्ये काय केलं जातं तर फंक्शनल ग्रुपच्या दोन्ही साईडला जोडलेल्या कार्बनची संख्या ही वेगवेगळी असते। फॉर एक्झाम्पल जर आपण इथर्स घेतले तर इथर्स मध्ये डायइथिल इथर आणि मिथिल प्रोपिल इथर याच्यामध्ये कार्बनची संख्या 4च आहे, पण डायमिथिल इथर मध्ये ऑक्सिजन ॲटमला दोन्ही साईडला 2 इथिल ग्रुप जोडलेले आणि मिथिल प्रोपिल इथर मध्ये एका साईडला मिथिल ग्रुप जोडला तर दुसऱ्या साईडला काय जोडलेला आहे प्रोपिल ग्रुप जोडलेला आहे। म्हणजे याच्यामध्ये या कंपाऊंड्स मध्ये मेटामेरिझम मध्ये फंक्शनल ग्रुपच्या दोन्ही साईडला जोडलेल्या कार्बनची संख्या ही वेगळी असते, पण एकूण कार्बनची संख्या ही मात्र दोन्ही कंपाऊंड्स मध्ये सेम असते। सच टाइप ऑफ आयसोमर्स आर कॉल्ड एज मेटामर्स. द आयसोमर्स इन विच डिफरंट नंबर ऑफ carbon atoms are attached on the both side of functional groups. Such isomerism is called as metamerism. देन टॉटोमेरिझम. टॉटोमेरिझम मध्ये काय असतं तर याच्यामध्ये कंपाऊंड एका याच्यातून दुसऱ्या याच्यामध्ये इझिली कन्वर्ट केला जातो. सच टाइप ऑफ आयसोमेरिझम इज कॉल्ड एज टॉटोमेरिझम. Rapidly interconversion of structures of the two compounds is called as tautomerism. The next type of isomerism is stereoisomerism. Stereoisomerism मध्ये काय केलं जातं? The compounds are having the same molecular formula, they are having the same functional groups, but these compounds, these isomers are having different arrangement of the group in the space. म्हणजे त्या कंपाऊंडची स्पेस मध्ये असणारी जी काही अरेंजमेंट आहे ही वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारे केली जाते ग्रुपमध्ये आणि त्याच्यावरून आपल्याला जे आयसोमेरिझम मिळतं त्याला आपण म्हणतो स्टेरिओ आयसोमेरिझम. देयर आर टू टाइप्स ऑफ स्टेरिओ आयसोमेरिझम, जॉमेट्रिकल आयसोमेरिझम अँड ऑप्टिकल आयसोमेरिझम. जॉमेट्रिकल आयसोमेरिझम आपण 11th स्टँडर्डला अल्किन्स याच्यामध्ये पाहिलेला आहे. सिस अँड ट्रान्स आयसोमेरिझम. सिस आयसोमेरिझम मध्ये कार्बन डबल बॉन्डेड कार्बनच्या अक्रॉस सेम ग्रुप सेम साइडला अरेंज केले जातात आणि ट्रान्स आयसोमेरिझम मध्ये सेम ग्रुप हे एकमेकांच्या अपोजिट साइडला अरेंज केले जातात. तर हे झालं जॉमेट्रिकल आयसोमेरिझम. इन सिस आयसोमेरिझम आयडेंटिकल ग्रुप्स आर अरेंज्ड ऑन द सेम साइड ऑफ द डबल बॉन्ड अँड इन ट्रान्स आयसोमेरिझम द आयडेंटिकल और सेम ग्रुप्स आर अरेंज्ड अपोजिट टू each other. Such type of isomerism is called as trans isomerism. Now in this topic we have to learn here optical isomerism. So let us start with the stereoisomerism. What do you mean by stereoisomerism? Stereoisomerism is if two or more compounds having the same structural formula but they are having the different arrangement of group in the space. Such isomerism is called as stereoisomerism. आता या स्टेरिओआयसोमेरिझम मध्ये काय असतं, दोन कंपाऊंड्स आहेत, त्या दोन कंपाऊंडचा स्ट्रक्चरल फॉर्म्युला सेम आहे पण त्यांच्या स्ट्रक्चर मध्ये जी ग्रुपची अरेंजमेंट केलेली स्पेस मध्ये ती स्पेशियल अरेंजमेंट काय असते, डिफरंट असते. सच टाइप ऑफ आयसोमेरिझम इज कॉल्ड एज स्टेरिओआयसोमेरिझम. सो स्टेरिओआयसोमेरिझम मध्ये परत दोन प्रकार येतात, जॉमेट्रिकल आयसोमेरिझम अँड ऑप्टिकल आयसोमेरिझम. वी आर इंटरेस्टेड इन द ऑप्टिकल आयसोमेरिझम. Now we are going to study some basic concepts regarding to optical activity. Number 1, asymmetric carbon atom. The meaning of asymmetric is there is a difference. Carbon atom. When you consider the carbon atom, then if the carbon atom is bonded with four different atoms or groups, then the arrangement of these groups is asymmetrical, means they are not identical, they are different. Then such carbon atom is called as asymmetric carbon atom. So what is asymmetric carbon atom? A carbon atom whose four bonds are bonded with the different atoms or groups, then such carbon atom is called as asymmetric carbon atom. This asymmetric carbon atom is represented with the help of this aspect. A carbon atom which is tetravalently bonded with the four different groups or atoms, that carbon atom is called as asymmetric carbon atom. We consider here example of alkyl halide. In this alkyl halide, there are four carbon atoms, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is butyl chloride and the chlorine atom is attached to the second carbon atom. So the name of compound is 2-chlorobutane. So when you write the structure of this 2-chlorobutane like this, CH3 group here, then nitrogen, chlorine, and the remaining group is a C2H5. Then to the second carbon atom, this is the second carbon atom. To this carbon atom, when you observe the first group is the CH3, the second group is hydrogen atom, third one is the C2H5, that is ethyl group, and fourth one is the chlorine. So tetravalency of this carbon atom is bonded with the four groups or atoms here. These are the two groups and hydrogen and chlorine atom. They are different one. So this carbon atom, that is second carbon atom of this 2-chlorobutane, is now a symmetric carbon atom because this carbon atom is bonded with 4 different groups or atoms. First one is hydrogen, second one is a ethyl group, third one is a chlorine atom, and fourth one is a CH3 group. So such carbon atom is called as the asymmetric carbon atom. In the previous example, consider again this example. It is a 2-chlorobutane. The second carbon atom of this 2-chlorobutane is bonded with 4 different groups or atoms. So this carbon atom is a asymmetric carbon atom. This asymmetric carbon atom is also called as chiral carbon atom, or this is also called as the chiral center. So when you consider the mirror image of this compound, or when you put here mirror in front of this compound, then we get the image of this compound. The position of CH3 group remains as is. The position of C2H5 group is also remains as is. In the mirror image, the left hand right sides changes. So we get image of this chlorine here and image of hydrogen here. So when you consider these two compounds, they are having the same molecular formula, they are having the same groups in their structures. But in first compound, when you consider the position of this chlorine and hydrogen, chlorine is present at the right hand side of this asymmetric carbon atom, hydrogen is present at the left hand side of this asymmetric carbon atom. But when you consider in the second compound, that is in the mirror image, the chlorine is now present at the left hand side and hydrogen is present at the right hand side. So their positions are changed. The position of chlorine is here at right hand side. In the second compound, the chlorine is present at left hand side. The hydrogen in the first compound is present at the left hand side, but in the second compound, the hydrogen is present at the right hand side. So these two compounds are stereoisomers of each other. These two compounds are stereoisomers of each other because these two compounds are having same molecular formula, that is C4H9Cl. This is the molecular formula of these two compounds. Both are having the same name. The first compound is 2-chlorobutane, second is also 2-chlorobutane. But what is the difference in between them? Some groups are arranged at the different position in the space. So spatial arrangement of this chlorine and hydrogen is different in the both compounds. So these two compounds are called as stereoisomers, and such phenomenon is called as stereoisomerism. Suppose when you consider in this compound contains one asymmetric carbon atom, and therefore these compounds can be represented with the help of two different stereoisomers. So the number of isomers possible for the organic compounds containing a symmetric carbon atom is given by the simple formula, that is 2 raised to n. What is 2 raised to n? Here n is nothing but the number of asymmetric carbon atoms. In the 2-chlorobutane, the number of asymmetric carbon atoms is equal to 1, and therefore the number of stereoisomers or optical isomers is here in this case is equal to 2 raised to 1, and that is equal to 2. So these two isomers are called as stereoisomers of each others, or they are also called as optical isomers of each others. In case of 2-chlorobutane, we get two examples. These two examples are the mirror images of each other, and they are considered as non-superimposable mirror images. So first we consider here, first we try to understand what do we mean by non-superimposable mirror images. So when you consider here, this is the left hand and this is the right hand, and when you coincide them to each other, then what happens? All fingers are not exactly coincide with each other. Okay, some are having the different positions, and therefore such images are called as non-superimposable mirror images. But when you consider this image and when you hold like this, then all fingers are exactly coincide with each other. So such images are called as superimposable mirror images. They are called as superimposable images of each other. So such property is called as superimposable. But when you consider like this, they are not exactly coincide with each other. So this phenomenon is called as non-superimposable images. So in this case, when you consider these 2-chlorobutane and when you kept these 2-chlorobutane on the first compound, then what happens? Both CH3 and CH3 they are exactly coincide with each other. Carbon and carbon is placed over each other. C2H5 and C2H5 also match with each other. But this hydrogen comes over the chlorine atom. Second chlorine here the chlorine atom comes over the hydrogen atom. So such images are called as non-superimposable mirror images. So stereoisomers are non-superimposable mirror images of each other. Our next point is different terms involved in the optical activity. आता आपण आयसोमेरिझम मधला ऑप्टिकल ऍक्टिव्हिटी हा प्रकार पाहणार आहोत, स्टेरिओ आयसोमेरिझम मधला. आणि त्याच्यामध्ये ऑप्टिकल ऍक्टिव्हिटीशी रिलेटेड असणारे काही बेसिक कन्सेप्ट आपल्याला इथं समजून घेणं आवश्यक आहे. त्यामध्ये पहिली, व्हॉट डू यू मीन बाय ऑर्डिनरी लाईट? एनी लाईट सोर्स when you consider, suppose this is the light source, this point represents the light source, and when the light is emerging from that source, then the light rays propagate in all possible directions in the form of electromagnetic waves. Then such light is called as ordinary light. A light which consists of different waves of different colors, and if the waves are of different color, then their wavelengths are also different one. Then such light is called as ordinary light. A light which is composed of waves of different wavelengths, means different colors, then such light is called as ordinary light. Symbolically, this ordinary light is represented with the help of this symbol. So it is symbol of ordinary light. Ordinary light consists of light waves of different colors or different wavelengths. So this is the ordinary light. Then what do we mean by monochromatic light? Mono means single and chroma means color. If ordinary light is passed through a thin slit, then through the pinhole, then we get the light of only one color. That light consists of waves of single color. Then such light is called as monochromatic light. A light which consists of waves of single wavelength or same type of waves are passing through that slit, then such light is called as monochromatic. Next concept is plane polarized light. This is the ordinary light, and when this ordinary light is passed through Nichols prism, then the emerging light, which consists of the light waves, the light rays, which are perpendicular to they are vibrating or oscillating perpendicular to the direction of propagation of light in only one direction, then such light is called as plane polarized light. This plane polarized light is obtained by passing ordinary light through the Nichols prism. म्हणजे इथं ऑर्डिनरी लाईट जेव्हा आपण निकोल्स प्रिझम मधून पास करतो तेव्हा आपल्याला ह्या ऑर्डिनरी लाईट मध्ये असणारे जे काही वेव्स आहेत, लाईट वेव्स आहेत, ते सगळे ऑल डायरेक्शन मध्ये मूव्ह होत असतात, व्हायब्रेट होत असतात किंवा ऑसिलेट होत असतात. परंतु प्लेन पोलर लाईट मध्ये जेव्हा आपल्याला वेव्स मिळतात, लाईट वेव्स मिळतात, त्या या लाईटच्या डायरेक्शन ऑफ प्रोपगेशनला परपेंडिक्युलरली व्हायब्रेट किंवा ऑसिलेट होत असतात, त्याला आपण म्हणतो प्लेन पोलराइज्ड लाईट. आता इथं जो मध्ये आपण प्रिझम घेतलेला आहे, इट इज अ कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ टू प्रिझम्स. इट इज कॉल्ड एज निकोल्स प्रिझम. दोन निकोल्स प्रिझम एकमेकांना डायगोनली कनेक्ट केले जातात आणि ते कनेक्ट करत असताना इथे त्यांना कनेक्ट करण्यासाठी ऑप्टिकली ऍक्टिव्ह असं मटेरियल कॅनरा प्लाझम इथं वापरलं जातं. आणि निकोल्स प्रिझम म्हणजे हे कॅल्शियम कार्बोनेट पासून ट्रान्सपरंट मटेरियल असतं. इट कन्सिस्ट ऑफ द केमिकली कॅल्शियम कार्बोनेट. Our next concept is optical activity. Which compound is said to be optically active compound and why it is said to be optically active compound हे आपल्याला पण या पॉइंट मध्ये पाहणार आहोत. कोणताही कंपाऊंड ऑप्टिकल ऍक्टिव्हिटी दाखवतो म्हणजे काय नक्की करतो, याच्यामध्ये काय वेगळं असतं. सर्टन ऑर्गॅनिक कंपाउंड्स विच कंटेन्स असिमेट्रिक कार्बन ॲटम दे आर शोइंग द प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ ऑप्टिकल ऍक्टिव्हिटी. म्हणजे ऑप्टिकल ऍक्टिव्हिटी प्रॉपर्टी दाखवण्यासाठी त्या ऑर्गॅनिक कंपाऊंड मध्ये किमान एक तरी असिमेट्रिक कार्बन ॲटम असणं गरजेचं आहे. 2-क्लोरोब्युटेन किंवा लॅक्टिक ऍसिड असे कंपाऊंड आहेत, त्यामध्ये एक असिमेट्रिक कार्बन ॲटम असतो. दुसरं वेगळं एक्झाम्पल आहे ग्लुकोज. ग्लुकोज मध्ये 4 असिमेट्रिक कार्बन ॲटम आहे. समजा आपण प्लेन पोरस लाईट अशा ऑर्गॅनिक कंपाऊंड मधून पास केले की ज्याच्यामध्ये असिमेट्रिक कार्बन ॲटम आहे, तर हा जो प्लेन पोरस लाईट आहे हा रोटेट होतो इन द राईट डायरेक्शन और इन द लेफ्ट डायरेक्शन अँड सच प्रॉपर्टी इज कॉल्ड एज द ऑप्टिकल ऍक्टिव्हिटी. When the plane polarized light is passed through the solution of optically active compound, or we can say that the solution of compound containing asymmetric carbon atom, then this plane is rotated through the certain angle in the clockwise direction like this, or in the anti-clockwise direction through certain angle with its direction of propagation, that is theta, then such property of organic compound is called as optical activity. So what is optical activity? The property of certain organic compound which containing asymmetric carbon atom which rotate the plane polarized light towards left or right, then such phenomenon is called as optical activity, and such compound is called as optically active compound. Optical activity म्हणजे काय, तर प्लेन पोलराइज्ड लाईट आपण ऑर्गॅनिक कंपाऊंडच्या सोल्युशन मधून पास केल्यानंतर तो प्लेन पोलराइज्ड लाईट लेफ्ट डायरेक्शन मध्ये किंवा राईट डायरेक्शन मध्ये, इन द क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन मध्ये किंवा इन द अँटी क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन म्हणजे टुवर्ड्स द राईट और लेफ्ट डायरेक्शन मध्ये जर ते रोटेट करत असेल तर त्या प्रॉपर्टीला आपण म्हणतो त्याची ऑप्टिकल ऍक्टिव्हिटी. द प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ सर्टन ऑर्गॅनिक कंपाऊंड कंटेनिंग असिमेट्रिक कार्बन ॲटम rotate the plane polarized light when passed through its solution in the clockwise direction or in the anti-clockwise direction towards right or towards left through the certain angle. That property is called as optical activity, and such compound which is able to rotate the plane polarized light when passed through its solution, that organic compound is called as optically active compound. There are two types of optically active molecules. आता आपण पाहिलं की ऑर्गॅनिक कंपाऊंड की जो प्लेन पोलराइज्ड लाईटला लेफ्ट किंवा राईट डायरेक्शन मध्ये रोटेट करतो त्याला आपण म्हणतो ऑप्टिकली ऍक्टिव्ह कंपाऊंड. आणि मग त्याचे 2 टाइप आहेत. त्यापैकी पहिला आहे डेक्स्ट्रो रोटेटरी कंपाऊंड और सेकंड वन इज लिवो रोटेटरी कंपाऊंड. व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय डेक्स्ट्रो रोटेटरी कंपाऊंड or molecules? The molecules of optically active compound which rotate plane polarized light towards right or in clockwise direction, then such compounds are called as dextrorotatory compounds or dextrorotatory molecules. What is dextrorotatory molecules? The molecules of optically active compound which rotate plane polarized light towards right or in clockwise direction, they are called as dextrorotatory compounds. It is represented by the symbol D or it is represented by the sign plus. Then levorotatory molecule or levorotatory compound. The optically active compound which rotate plane polarized light towards left direction or in the anti-clockwise direction, they are called as levorotatory molecules. it is represented by the symbol L and it is represented by the sign minus. म्हणजे आता आपण मगाशी पाहिलं की ऑप्टिकली ऍक्टिव्ह कंपाऊंड काय करतो, तर प्लेन पोलराइज्ड लाईटला क्लॉकवाइज किंवा अँटी क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन मध्ये मूव्ह करतो. जर ऑप्टिकली ऍक्टिव्ह कंपाऊंडनं प्लेन पोलराइज्ड लाईट ही राईट डायरेक्शन मध्ये म्हणजे क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन मध्ये रोटेट केली तर त्या ऑप्टिकली ऍक्टिव्ह कंपाऊंडला आपण म्हणणार आहे डेक्स्ट्रो रोटेटरी कंपाऊंड आणि तो रिप्रेझेंट करताना आपण डी किंवा प्लस साइन रिप्रेझेंट करणार आहे. आणि ऑप्टिकली ऍक्टिव्ह कंपाऊंडनं समजा प्लेन पोलराइज्ड लाईट ही लेफ्ट डिरेक्शन मध्ये किंवा अँटी क्लॉकवाइज डिरेक्शन मध्ये जर रोटेट केली तर त्या कंपाऊंडला आपण म्हणणार आहे लिव्हो रोटेटरी कंपाऊंड आणि तो रिप्रेझेंट करताना आपण लेटर एल वापरणार आहे किंवा सिम्बॉलिकली साइन आपण इथं निगेटिव्ह साइन तो रिप्रेझेंट करणार आहे. We are again considering an example of 2-chlorobutane. This is the 2-chlorobutane, first, second, third and fourth. It contains 4 carbon atoms. To the second carbon atom, 4 different groups are attached. So this is the second carbon atom. It is a asymmetric carbon atom. Here also, second carbon is asymmetric carbon atom. So when you consider, this is the first structure of 2-chlorobutane. This is the second structure of 2-chlorobutane. They are mirror images of each other. So first compound here we represented as D or plus 2-chlorobutane and this compound is represented as L or minus 2-chlorobutane. Why we represent this compound as D plus or L minus 2-chlorobutane? Let us understand here. When you consider this compound and when the solution of this compound is considered is filled in the glass tube and plain polarized light is passed through the solution of this 2-chlorobutane, then this 2-chlorobutane solution rotate the plain polarized light in the right direction, and therefore this is the dextrorotatory 2-chlorobutane. It rotates the plain polarized light in right direction in the clockwise direction, and therefore it is represented as a D or it is represented as plus sign, and it is read as D 2-chlorobutane or plus 2-chlorobutane. While its mirror image, when you consider, it rotates the plane polarized light in anti-clockwise direction or in left direction. So it is represented by letter L or by sign the minus sign. So it is L or minus 2-chlorobutane. So these two compounds, they are having the same molecular formula, but they are having the different arrangement of group in the space. And they rotate the plane polarized light in the opposite direction by equal angle, and hence they are called as enantiomers. Then what is enantiomers? Enantiomers are optical isomers. Enantiomers are optical isomers which rotate plane polarized light in opposite direction through the same angle but in opposite direction. Then such isomers are called as enantiomers. Enantiomers are optical isomers which rotate plane polarized light through the same angle but in opposite direction. Hence they are called as enantiomers. They are also called as optical isomers. They are also known as stereoisomers. They are also called as optical antipoles. D 2-chlorobutane, L 2-chlorobutane or plus 2-chlorobutane and minus 2-chlorobutane are examples of enantiomers. Then we consider here what are the properties of these enantiomers. Enantiomers are having the same physical properties like density, melting point, boiling point. Such properties are same. They are having the same chemical properties. Which properties are different? Only when they are reacted with optically active reagent, then they show somewhat different chemical properties. So this is about the enantiomers. The next concept is racemic mixture. This is also known as racemics. Suppose when you consider here equimolar mixture of D2-chlorobutane and L2-chlorobutane having the same volume, and when they are mixed together, and through such solution when the plane polarized light is passed, then what happens? The D molecules will try to rotate the plane polarized light in the right direction, and L molecules try to rotate the plane polarized light in the left direction. and the resultant rotation we get here 0. So such mixture is called as racemic mixture. So what is a racemic mixture? Equimolar mixture of D form and L form of optically active substance which does not rotate the plane polarized light. So such mixture is called as racemic mixture. Racemic mixture is optically inactive due to the external compensation. What do you mean by external compensation? The rotation of this D form is neutralized or balanced by the rotation of L form, and we get the null rotation or zero rotation. Then such property is known as the external compensation. Racemic mixture is optically inactive and it is also called as racemics. Organic molecules are represented with the help of different structural formulae. It is known as configuration of that particular molecule. There are different methods are used for the representation of organic compound. First one is known as the Fischer's formula. This formula is also called as cross formula, and second formula is known as the wedge formula. We have already studied this formula in the 11th standard. Suppose we have to represent this compound by means of this Fischer's formula and wedge formula. In Fischer's formula, the carbon atom is a tetravalent, and that tetravalent carbon atom is represented with the help of the one dot, and two lines are drawn which intersect with each other. So these lines are crosses each other, and therefore this formula is also called as the cross formula. The point of intersection of these two lines represent the carbon atom, and remaining groups are represented as is in the given structural formula. So such formula of organic compound is known as the Fischer's projection formula. And second formula is known as the wedge formula. In the wedge formula, the carbon atom is tetrahedrally represented with the help of 4 bonds, and these bonds are different types of bonds depending upon the position of that groups in that particular plane. So 2 bonds here, the atoms which are bonded with carbon atom in the plane are represented with the help of the dash or solid line. The atom or group of atom which is bonded to this carbon atom above the plane, then that is represented with the help of this solid wedge, and the atom which is bonded to this carbon atom and which is directing below the plane, that is represented with the help of this dotted wedge. Such formula is known as the wedge formula. So today in this way we studied the optical activity of organic compounds.